Lover. Test, 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 test. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, July the 18th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. Link to get into our free room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. Subscription link. You'll see another link there in the body of the email. Again, I keep telling you, the test drive will start on Monday, all right? So if you're always wondering about what Trade Ideas is all about and you want to try us out, if you can afford $8.88 for 5 trading days, then you can have our entire package, our premium service for those 5 trading days. It'll start on Monday. If you do the sign up right now, basically you're doing a pre-registration and you'll have access to the program about 2 hours after the market closes on Friday, so you can play around with it over the weekend. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic at 9:05, and I go to 3:30 Monday to Thursday and 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, what happened today? Well, excitement was C-Bio in the pre-market for me. So I haven't seen something like this in a while. This popped up on news. It looked pretty good. You know, what have I have here? Positive phase 2/3 results. Okay, so the news looked good. Obviously, the market liked it. Take a look at the daily chart. So now this was 2 days ago. All right, this was 2 days ago. This is yesterday, and this is today. Now, this doesn't take into account the pre-market action. Okay, so actually, remember now, this is a high of 1438 right there. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Remember that 1438. So look at this. I mean, this is well over that high. Well, right there it is, and then it's way up here. So I got into this trade right here. It was a bit of a chase, but I thought, okay, I mean, the market's loving it in the pre-market anyway. I was very fortunate. I got into this trade right here at 1514. I took some out. I believe it was right here around 1617, 1673. Now, when it did this, I got a little bit worried, and I said, you know what, I better get out because I don't like this big topping tail. And so I got out of the last bit of the trade at 1673. And then look what happened once the market, well, not once the market opened. This is still all the pre-market. Remember, the tan area is the pre-market. It just utterly collapsed. I mean, it actually went negative on the day. It is negative right now. Did have a little pop, and in fact, you'll see right there, one of the Holly alerts that I'm really taking a shine to is called the Vault, and the alert happened at $11.70 right there. I mean, look how far it got, 1336. So there were 2 others from the Vault, and I remember seeing the Vault. I think it was Monday. I think it had a couple in there, and I really liked them. That's a relatively new strategy. And I tried one, ICHR. Didn't work out originally. And unfortunately, I kind of lost sight of it. 2041. What did I get out at? So I got into this trade right around here. It actually popped up to 2056. Took some out, and then I actually took a little loss as it dropped down. My mistake in not putting an alert back at the Holly alert, because then look what it did afterwards. And then here's the other one. Second here. Redfin, 2284 on the alert. It's almost to the target, 2384. But I mean, these have been really nice. It's a relatively new strategy, so really nice. And I actually have a suggestion. I don't know how we're going to do it, but you know, we have the 3 Hollies, and what I want is that, never mind having all 3 Hollies open at once, which of course I think has to happen at some point, but I would like to have a strategy that I like, and I like the Vault, and there are a couple others that if we get an alert from that, then I'm immediately going to know that one. Maybe just the strategy pops up. But anyway, just wanted to draw your attention to that. Staff was the one today. Staff, I got into this one, I guess actually, yeah, 3 times. I thought it was only twice, but it was 3 times. So staff, if you look at the daily chart, you will see what it did. This is what, 7 days ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago. Had this huge day, and actually it finished near the top of the day. And then the next day it fell, next day, and it looks like, that's it. We've seen this so many times. You see a stock that does a huge pop, and then it starts to drift down. You figure, that's it. It'll probably come right back, and then all of a sudden it has a day like today. So somebody asked me, well, why did I take this trade? So saw it in a little bit of this in the pre-market. So I knew it had some activity in the pre-market. So it was definitely thumbnailed for me already. It was something I wanted to watch. I think I talked about it a little bit in the pre-market. And I actually ended up taking this trade. It did something that I don't normally do. I took the trade before it went through the whole number. And usually I wait for the whole number break. But for whatever reason, I guess I must have taken it on this candle. Took the trade at 293. Sold some. Man, it got all the way up there. I wish I could say I sold it all up here. Sold some at 319 and at 330 on the way down. Okay. And got back into the trade because I knew, once it pulled all the way back, then it went over 3 again. Got back into the trade. I think it was 316. Yeah, it was right around here. Modest. I think I got out at 321 and at 360, and then I got back into the trade at 327, right about here. And then it had a nice pop. I got out at 345 and at 321. I'm actually looking maybe to get back into this one later on in the day. See what happens. The trend is still up, and it's a low float, 3.52 million in float. You never know. Definitely has to be watched tomorrow. I mean, we could have a second day continuation of this. So that really is about it. CBio, of course, was dominated my time in the pre-market. Staff most of the day, but there were a lot of other great alerts in the trading room. I will encourage you to come into our room. It's free. There's no excuse for not. It's not about my telling you what to buy and sell all day long. It's more about the community. And we got some great traders in the room. You can follow along. You can see what they're looking at. A lot of traders, I have a certain style of trading. I like to play momentum trades. Stocks that are making new highs or new lows for the day, and then not just taking them just because they do, but from a pattern, and then looking at the daily chart to see what sort of support and resistance there is. But there are many other types of traders in the room, people who like to play pullbacks. I'm not a great pullback player, so it's not my strength. But I would encourage you to come into the room, and I would encourage you to take the test drive. I mean, it's $1.78 a day if you can afford that for 5 days. And take the test drive. You'll have access to everything we have. You can come into the room. Test drive for me is a week in which I don't probably trade as much because we have a lot of people who are brand new to the program asking me questions all the time, which is fine. That's what I'm there for. But even when it's not test drive, I mean, I still answer questions all day long about the program. So, it's a great, and then even if you don't ask questions, you can just kind of follow along, see what we're doing and how we use the program. All right, I want to get back into the room, so let me just bring back the capture program. And again, any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. Or the link for the free room. Open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.